If you're a homeowner in Lakewood or Littleton, Colorado, or you're planning to make one of these cities your home, I am breaking down the latest real estate market trends from June 2025 for single-family residences. Stick around till the end of this video because I'll be sharing some hidden opportunities that could make a big difference whether you're thinking about buying or selling. All right, let's take a high-level look at the market. In June in Lakewood, Colorado, with 863 active listings, up 4.4% from May's 827 listings. Homes sold or pending, 179, down 9.1% from May. And months of inventory was 4.8 months, also up from May. If we look at Littleton in June, we saw about 1,330 active listings, which is up about 4% from May. Homes sold or pending at 270 listings, which was down 9.9% month over month, with also 5 months of inventory. A 4 to 6 month supply is generally considered a balanced market, so Lakewood and Littleton are shifting from a solid seller's market toward a more even playing field. The median home price in Lakewood currently sits at $720,600, but keep in mind that's a median across all neighborhood single-family residences. That number is up from $691,000 compared to this time last year and $652,000 compared to May. The median household in Littleton sits at $710,000 across all neighborhoods. This number is down from last month at $735,000 in May, but the same from June of last year. In my opinion, this slight decrease could be a result of the higher inventory levels we currently have across the metro. As you can see, numbers differ quite a bit, even between Lakewood and Littleton. So let's talk about the average list to sale price ratio. In Lakewood, it came in at 100.72% in June. That means on average, homes in Lakewood sold for slightly over what they were listed for, which is up slightly from last month at 99.9% and 100.25% this time last year. In Littleton, it came in at 99.9% in June. It's up compared to 99.5% in May and 99.6% this time last year. Now, it's important to remember that this number is heavily influenced by the pricing strategy that sellers use. While some might interpret this market as softening, what it really suggests is that sellers are pricing more realistically and buyers are meeting them there. We're not seeing much in the way of price drops so far this year. In Lakewood, you might be wondering, how long is it taking homes to sell right now? In June, the average days on market in Lakewood was 15 days. That's a bit shorter than May, when it took about 21 days, and definitely up from just 11 days this time last year. In Littleton, June houses sat for an average of 35 days, which is up from 30 days in May this year. However, last year they sat for an average of 27 days on market. So if you're thinking about selling, be prepared for it to take a little longer than it has in the past. But the pace is still relatively quick, depending on price point of the property you're selling, whether this shift is a part of a larger market trend or just seasonal movement. We'll get a clearer picture as we head into the last half of the year. If you're thinking about buying either now or in the near future, interest rates are currently ranging between 5.8 and 6.6%, depending on whether you choose a fixed or variable rate, what loan type, 30-year or 15-year, and whether you're working with a traditional bank or an alternative lender. To sum it up, when you look at Lakewood and Littleton's June market stats, both Lakewood and Littleton are seeing moderate price softening, with median home prices dipping slightly compared to May. Homes are still selling, but sellers are beginning to feel the shift and need to price more competitively. A lack of buyer motivation stemming from higher costs has kept homes on the market longer, causing a pile-up effect. However, the buyer market is down, which naturally puts pressure on prices to decrease. One thing we are seeing is more seller concessions. Sellers are helping buyers with closing costs or buying their rate down. 60% of homes sold in June were given concessions. One key thing to remember, macro level stats don't tell the full story, especially in the Denver area. What's happening in Lakewood or Littleton can be totally different than what's happening in other parts of the metro. And even with these two cities, micro markets vary greatly. For example, pricing trends differ between single-family homes and townhomes or condos, and your experience will vary depending on the neighborhood. At the end of the day, whether you're buying or selling, your situation is totally unique, and broad market stats can only tell a part of the story. So if you're curious about what the market really means for you, I'm happy to provide a free, no obligation market evaluation or simply just chat about your options in a no pressure, honest conversation. I will always give you the real insights, no fluff, so you can make the best decision based on your personal goals and timeline. If that sounds helpful, just click the link in this video to get started. And if you're not quite ready yet, feel free to check out my other videos, and I'll see you back here next month with another local update.